Hello friends. So I want to read you a story before we start painting, and it's called I Ain't Gonna Paint No More. And it's a really cute story. So I hope you like it. I Ain't Gonna Paint No More by Karen Beaumont, illustrated by David Catro. This is one of my favorite pages in the whole book. It just has all kinds of neat color and pattern, has some lines repeated here. It's got some splatters, it's got polka dots, it's got dripping paint, just all kinds of fun. So you may look at this and go, oh, but that doesn't look like anything. This is still art. It's still an expressive piece of work. I ain't gonna paint no more. One day my mama caught me painting pictures on the floor and the ceiling and the walls and the curtains and the door. And I heard my mama holler like I never did before. Oh my goodness, look at all that painting. It's beautiful. He's doing a great job painting, but he's not painting on the right spot. Let's listen and see what she yells. You ain't gonna paint no more. Oh my goodness. Look at his face. He likes to do art. He does not want the paint to be taken away. And that bathtub is so colorful. Oh, the house is back to normal. It's plain white. I ain't gonna paint no more, no more. I ain't gonna paint no more. That's what I say. But there ain't no way that I ain't gonna paint no more. And look at him climbing up there to get the paints. Mama's not gonna be happy. So I take some red and I paint my head. Now I ain't gonna paint no more. Aw, what the heck? Gonna paint my neck. Now I ain't gonna paint no more. Still, I just can't rest till I paint my chest. Now I ain't gonna paint no more. Look at all this beautiful drawing. He even drew the dog, painted the dog on there, and he painted that dog too. Guess there ain't no harm if I paint my arm. Do you hear the rhyming words in this story? It kind of gives you some clues so you can see what the next page is gonna be. Now I ain't gonna paint no more. I ain't gonna paint no more, no more. I ain't gonna paint no more. But I just can't stand not to paint my hand. Now I ain't gonna paint no more. And look at the ants crawling into the mouth. Then I see some black. I'm gonna paint my back. Now I ain't gonna paint no more. Like an Easter egg, gonna paint my leg. Oh, look how colorful, and look at all those patterns. Now I ain't gonna paint no more. Still, I ain't complete till I paint my feet. And look at the little Easter egg toes. Now I ain't gonna paint no more. I ain't gonna paint no more, no more. I ain't gonna paint no more. But I'm such a nut. Gonna paint my what? Mom's coming in. She's screaming. She's not happy, is she? Y'all don't faint, 'cause there ain't no paint. So I ain't gonna paint no more. Look at all that paint on the walls. And here's my favorite page with all just this color. And so when we do our portfolios today, you can choose to paint like this, where you're just adding spots of color and paint patterns, or you can choose to paint pictures. It's up to you. I hope you enjoyed this book. It's a fun one. It's a cute little rhyming book, all about paint. Wasn't that a great book? I love this book. All the painting that boy did. He did great art, but the only problem with his art is he did not paint where he was supposed to paint. So he painted on walls, he painted on furniture, he painted on his body. Those are all things we don't do here in the art room. We paint on the paper, all right? So if I see that you're painting on other things like your arms, your legs, or your clothes, or the furniture, you ain't gonna paint no more. All right, so keep that in mind.